Okay, good morning. This is a video about a geared non-spill, non-drip teapot. But before I begin to show it, let me show you an antique teapot. It's not an antique in reality. Supposed to imitate a 50-year-old one, and the one here in glass is of Corning glass, and that's a modern, conventional, normal teapot used. As you can see, it's quite filled with tea. You can see both the designs are quite similar. Probably the evolution of teapot has hardly or not taken place. Now, let us start with the first problem, though it's not related to my machine or my design research. As you can see, when I hold the teapot, it's filled with hot liquid. So I have to be careful not to touch anything except the handle, because the handle is designed to touch the hand. If by mistake I touch the metallic portion, I can burn my hand. And if I touch the glass portion, again, I may not burn my hand so badly, but I may again burn my hand. So I have to be careful that I will only touch the handle. And not only that, as you can see, there's another problem which I'm facing, which now I'll try to translate it in terms of classical physics or rather Newtonian mechanics. The teapot has a substantial weight. To balance that, I'm applying a force in the upward direction so that translational equilibrium is achieved. But the two forces, one given by my hand and the weight which is coming from the center of the gravity, are creating a couple in this direction so as to make the liquid come out on its own. To balance that, I have to apply a torque in this direction. So I have to apply a force to bring the teapot in translational equilibrium, rather to maintain it in that way. And I have to apply a torque to maintain the rotational equilibrium also. I wish there could be a way where the torque could have been avoided. Of course, if there was a way that you could have held the teapot somewhere from here, which you would do if you have to carry it for a long distance and the liquid is not hot, so you get away with the torque at least, so the torture is less. And now let me come to the point of my design research, which is about pouring of tea. Now, as you can see, the teapot is almost full, and I am not trying to pour the first portion of the tea. As you can see, I have to be very careful. A little large movement means I spill the tea. So I have to be very careful and I have to move the teapot a little slowly. As the tea comes out, I get more comfortable, and so comfortable that even a child can handle the pouring of the tea during the middle portion. So now pouring becomes more of a science, more of physics rather than an art. Now, as you can see, I'm now left with less and less portion. But the middle portion is quite really comfortable and nice. But again, I'm feeling a problem as I'm coming towards the end, and the last few drops are remaining. I have to really move it quite fast, and I have to really tilt the angle beyond the limit so that the last few drops come out. And most of the time, the drops remain. Now, I have designed a machine in a way that no matter what the movement of the hand is, the teapot will move according to its own schedule. In other words, the hand will move as if it is not aware of the contents of the teapot. It would move in its own schedule, normal fashion. You don't have to train the hand for that. The machine does it all. After all, that is what machines are for. What the machine does is that in the beginning, it makes the teapot rotate slowly when the tea is quite till the brim, and when the tea is like half full, it makes it rotate a little faster, and towards the end, it goes very fast. It's the movement of the teapot which is changing, not the movement of the hand. Now, this machine has got a manual gear as well as it's got normal mechanical gears, so as to say some kind of simplistic automatic gearing. Now I start my first part of the movement manually. As I rotate the handle, as you can see, the teapot is moving relatively slowly, so it's very comfortable. Now when the teapot has moved to an angle, I have a motorized automatic transmission here, So I'll just press this button, as you can see, and as I press this button, you will hear a sound, as well as the teapot would rotate quite fast. Of course, it's gone beyond that. I mean, it shouldn't have crossed the angle. But I think my point is clear. And this machine is yet in an experimental stage. It's got a couple of gears. It's got a rubber band and other kind of interrelated transmissions, which are beyond the point to explain here, because they are just, as I just said, that we have even not reached the prototyping stage. The point, however, remains is that the teapot would take a new design by a leap and bound. Thank you.